S.Lax, yeah.
I don't know why I say Pawl S.Lax a lot.
Yeah, okay, but I can go with that. It's Pawl versus Encino in either case.
Pawl and Encino. Oh,
and
we went straight in.
the first game we're going to go into, it's going to be Buster Beach, which, well, I'm already hyped because I see Misango here on one of the players.
Yes, did you see Maleev's tweet the other day about how there's no worldwide Misangos on the leaderboard?
Ooh, well,
Not even one.
I mean, if anything, Paul might be the one to get onto that rank. I saw his tweet.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, he did a tweet the other day saying that he was on the European dashboard, so, you know, he's been climbing in skill lately.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, and another thing that I always like when I see EncinoMan, like he uses the red Dr. Coil, and he also uses only arms that are red. It's just like the color combination.
Gosh! I actually did not notice that.
Yeah.
I love that aesthetic. I love when people do that. It's great.
Yeah, and
except a double glusher pink helix, I'm not about that.
No, I think very few are. In any case, we see in the first round here, Paul actually denying that first rush from Encino and has one of his own. So I think if he uses it, he could probably finish this round. But he's trying to look for an opportunity right now. Oh, doesn't get it though.
I think Paul is doing a very good job considering this is Dr. Coil, and I will say, obviously, a terrible matchup in my opinion.
Yeah.
But he's doing a fantastic job here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he would hit that rush at all. Oh, and he gets saved. Oh, EncinoMan with the clutch.
Oh my god, holding on with that magic pixel.
Oh my god, that's so risky.
The slap, the hot slap ends it all, as usual.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I think Paul actually did the rush there, but Encino did successfully block it, but then he just released it. Might be just nervousness or something like that. But
yeah, it happens to all of us.
Yeah, but it looked super close though, and it just makes me excited because, as we all know, you know, there's no real tiers in ARMS. But if there were any, Misango is probably in the bottom with Bite and Bark, and Dr. Coil is probably in the top. So you know.
Yeah, for sure. This. You know, we can argue our own tiers, but in my opinion, this is pretty much low tier versus high tier right here. So Pawl S.Lax is doing a really good job.
Yeah, and both of them activating the rush at the same time.
That was in perfect sync.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Paul there, if he had the yellow mask on, he could have probably like dodged the entire rush with that one. But unfortunately, he picked up the blue one, which did not help him in that situation.
I find that very stressful about playing Misango, is waiting for the color that you need.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And it's no way to choose it. You just have to wait for it to cycle through, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
There we go. Okay, and Encino gets the full rush with 330 damage. I think that's... I mean, it's not going to seal it right now, but he's very close, it seems.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a very strong comeback here.
Okay, Paul is choosing
to go... Good with the yellow mask. He's almost got rush, so...
Ooh, and there he goes.
Oh, he's letting it go already.
Yeah, but that's so hard because... there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, EncinoMan is going to take the first one. I was going to say the rush startup time for Paul with both the grenade and the Slapamander. Both of them are like really slow, and he was trying to do this thing where he waits for a second to see if he can catch EncinoMan like off guard, but...
Yeah,
it's not going to happen with Dr. Coil.
It's good strategy because Dr. Coil's movement is so janky. Yeah. It's just
no bias.
no bias. I mean, I respect people that can use her because I can't. But the camera, you can manipulate the camera very well with Dr. Coil. So waiting for a second to see which way Encino was going to go is probably a really good move from Paul. But just unfortunately couldn't land it. It's not a extremely strong rush, especially with a Slapamander on your
I think
on your side.
Yeah, like with Dr. Coil, it's kind of weird too because in Europe there aren't actually that many Dr. Coils, even though that she is a quote unquote high tier character.
True.
Yeah, it's like
that's very true.
I think EncinoMan is probably in the top with Dr. Coils in Europe, and you know, part of that is that there almost aren't any. And actually, that was one of the things that I came across when I played at Smash and Splash now, maybe 1.5 weeks ago. I faced, Taiwan Ninja, who plays Dr. Coil. And
yeah,
and I've only seen him on stream, so I had really no idea what I was in for. and I got pretty much wrecked on stream. And
a lot of people did that we weren't expecting to
yeah.
to get wrecked essentially.
Yeah, and I mean it's one of those things where it's like we've seen them on streams and stuff, but actually experiencing the player firsthand, it's a very different thing.
Oh, so different, so different. You think by watching them you can get a real good hang of it, but when you're face to face with them, it's just it's a very different environment when you go straight into a match because, you know, adrenaline, panic, you get nervous. You don't make all the right decisions. You know, watching people play, you can kind of sit there and relax and go, oh, why did they do that? And I wouldn't have done that. But when you're in the match, you can make mistakes, you can fumble, you read wrong. So it's just about keeping a level head, really, which is something that I'm not very good at. I mean, Paul looks very excited to be going mummy right now.
Yeah, we're going into the second match here for second round here for these players, and Paul has switched to a master mummy. I think when we saw Paul play in the previous...
Double parabola?
Yeah, I think this was actually the combo that he came onto the European dashboard with, so let's see if that's actually something that works.
I've played with Paul before. We've had friendlies, but he's usually you know, kind of messed around with other characters, so I wasn't really aware of who he mains.
Yeah.
But this is like the funniest set to me. I really want to see how well this does. Parabola's a really annoying arm.
Yeah, and for me it's almost gets in there.
It's just too slow, wasn't it? I needed a grab.
Yeah, he's only gone to one punch in on EncinoMan now, so he has a lot of ground to retake here.
I mean, he does have the regeneration ability, so you never know. He might get some time.
Yeah,
it's probably unlikely, but
yeah,
you can never leave the master mummy alone for too long.
It's one of those things where it's like Dr. Coil is one of the most mobile characters versus the most immobile characters and one of the slower arms in the game.
Yeah,
okay.
That was beautiful and a very good grab from. Oh my god!
Yeah,
oh my gosh! And it killed.
That just finishes him.
That was amazing. That was a very good grab.
Yeah, oh man. But
I was just about to say Paul's grab just before that was very good, and then in came Encino to shut him down.
Yeah, I think both of them were just like throwing out these kind of unexpected arms. Paul looking like he wanted the switch arm there for a second, but decides to keep going with the double parabola. Jumps over that.
Which I'm glad he did, because it may be a mistake going with a light arm here.
Yeah, I really want to see him succeed with this combo since I've never seen... Oh, okay. I see what he tried to do there. He tried to jump behind the pillar there to get some kind of shielding by it, but he just jumps straight into it instead and gets taken down by the rush.
Yeah, luckily for Encino, that grab that Paul attempted did not land. It just went to the right of him.
It looks so silly with Master Mummy too, because he's such a big character. When jumping around, it just looks so weird. Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, I know. It looks like such a struggle for him, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, EncinoMan is doing pretty well here. They're just using that mobility to. It's almost like a obstacle course for him. Oh.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, tries to go for the rush confirm there.
That was nice. Very nice grab.
Yeah, and Paul is still in this right now. Gets one of the grabs there, and if he gets like one more, he'll be in the lead again. Oh, and he does! Gets it with chip damage there. Oh, one more hit here.
Pretty much last hit wins here.
Yeah. Oh, then those parabolas are just chasing him. Oh my god.
They're kind of like mini guardians. They're very stressful.
Yeah, exactly. And Paul now looking for an opportunity, preferably before EncinoMan gets his rush off. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you've got to respect Paul for going straight for it. I mean, it's one hit away. It just... The camera did not catch up when he sent out both arms at the same time. He did not have a chance.
That was super close. Unfortunately, that's going to make it so that Paul goes into the losers bracket of this. And
yeah, played very well with his double parabola mummy.
Yeah, that was impressive. I really liked that from him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that. If I was stuck with two parabolas, I would have been on the floor.
Yeah, I mean,
very interesting.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting to because in the beginning of ARMS, I remember Paul was one of those players. I think he attended the EGX tournament, the one where S3 won, and they
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and he was one of the people who actually got to play against Jabuki. So I've
Oh, amazing!
yeah, that's actually up on YouTube. I'm not sure if he won or not against him, but that's like such an honor to play against him, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So we're going to go into the next game here in a bit. I'm not 100% sure who we will be seeing.